My name is Romeo Travis, and I play power forward for MSB.
We're gonna get back to your childhood. Can you tell us about your family and where you were born and where you grew up?
I'm from Akron, Ohio, born and raised. I have 2 sisters, 1 brother, all older. I'm the youngest, but I'm the biggest. So it was challenging because, you know, his sister, she's smaller than you, but she's always trying to tell you what to do. So that was difficult for me because I was always the biggest one.
Were you like when you were a kid, like MJ or stuff like that, playing basketball with your older brother?
My brother's 3 years older than me, so you know, and I always was the tag along. I was always last pick. I was always just the smallest one out of his friends because they're all 3 years older than me. But I mean, they still let me play, and that was big for me because they made me not be scared of anyone. You know, I was 9, 10 years old playing with adults, and so it was just, you know, you got to play, you know, no matter what. And it was fun, but it was also scary.
Was this at that time that you start, like 9 or 10 years old, or did you start playing basketball?
No, I mean, I played in the park when I was 5, but I didn't play on the team until I was 12 or 13. I played American football.
Okay. When
I was 8.
And from 8 to what age?
Till I was 18. I played simultaneously. I played basketball and football together in high school.
Okay, so you were like a standout athlete in the...
Well, I was okay. I mean, I was actually better at football than I was basketball, but I didn't like football. You know, you had to wear a helmet, and I didn't, you know.
And you see all the brain damages?
Yeah, it was too much. My mom, I had to actually sneak and play football. My mom didn't want me to play. You know, she would see scratches or something on me, like, yo, where you been at today? You know, I said, I got him playing basketball, or I failed. And then one day, she read it and she seen that I was playing, and she was just, you know, she was upset, but she understood why I did it.
Like she seen it in the papers?
Yeah, she's like, somebody told her or something, you know, somebody read it in the newspaper, and she seen it, and it was just a big mess. But I eventually, you know, came clean and told her the truth that, you know, I wanted to play, and it was my last time I'd probably ever play football. I just wanted to, you know, it was my first love, so I wanted to play. So
can you tell us about your years when you started playing organized basketball? So after the years with
I mean, after I started playing organized basketball, I really played it because I was tall and it was fun. You know, I really wasn't that good. You know, I was really bad, actually. I would run really fast and throw the ball off the backboard. Like, it would touch no rim, nothing, it just clang, you know, when I was 12 or 13. But when I got older, you know, I had a lot of room for improvement. And so every year I just kept getting better. And that's still my goal, you know, 20 years later, you know, just to keep getting better, keep adding things to my game, and keep, you know, evolving. I got a statement, you know, evolve or die. And so that's what I try to do, is just keep, you know, keep growing and keep getting better.
Can you tell us about your high school journey? Because this is a really special one, and there's maybe like 5 to 10 people in the world that live something like that, and this is your team, actually.
Yeah, so in high school.
Tell us about the beginning, the first meetings and stuff like that.
In high school, I actually started off at a different school, and we have a summer basketball traveling program, and I played with LeBron and, you know, Drew Joyce and these guys, and they asked me what I was going to do the following year, and I said, I don't know, I'm leaving my school. And their eyes kind of like, what? You know, kind of like, you leaving? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going back. And then instantly, Drew's father, Coach Drew, you know, he started the paperwork, and then he was like, you're coming here. And then next thing you know, I'm playing at St. Vincent St. Mary next to LeBron James, and it was a great experience for me. You know, it taught me so much. It made us grow up fast, you know. It made me be more mature. It made me, you know, understand that there's no stage too big. That was one of the biggest things that I learned, that there's no stage too big.
What was your role in the team? Were you the big guy at the time?
I played. I started at power forward back then and played a lot of center back then. But I really just dunked back then. I just dunked everything, and, you know, block shots, and we. You know, I was a lot of those passes, that was me dunking on the other end. So back when I could jump.
So you were the guy giving assists to LeBron, because obviously he was giving the ball and you were dunking.
Yeah, that was me. LeBron was passing me the ball and I was dunking. You know, now I just shoot jumpers, but back then I was, you know, I was a little high flyer back when I was a little younger.
Can you tell us about all the attention that LeBron?
You know, it was it was like a rock band, you know. He was the lead singer, and we were the backup, and you know. So, but he was such a great guy that he made sure that no one felt left out. Like, you know, he wanted to be a part of the guys. He didn't want to stand out, you know. And so that's not like most superstars or, you know, famous people. They want to stand out and be individualized, but he wanted to fit in. And so he made sure that we all fit in. If he got a pair of shoes, we all got a pair of shoes. And so that was just, you know, that's just who he was, who he is, you know, not was, who he still is today. So, you know, he's you know, he was a great guy, and he is a great guy, and he's still one of my best friends.
Can you tell us some figures about how many medias were there? You were the first high school games on.
Yeah, we millions of viewers on ESPN. We had the record for a high school game in Ohio, 24,000. And just, you know, it was a media whirlwind, you know, and it was great to see, you know, it was great to be a part of. And, you know, some things, even now, you still don't really fully appreciate it. Maybe when I'm done playing and kind of just reflect back on my life and my career, I can really appreciate, you know, the greatness of the whole situation.
Yeah, because you can tell your kids that you were part like something like the Beatles. Actually,
yeah, I mean, we're definitely like a rock star. We were definitely stars, you know, and we had a great run. And the best thing about it is we won. You know, we kept everything intact, and we won. You know, there's a lot of good teams who had a lot of following, a lot of media attention, but they never won. And so that was one of the best things that we actually accomplished our goals and became national champions.
And there was a movie telling the story that was really a great movie, and showing the way like you were friends, and showing how LeBron maybe had I don't know how to say that, a tough family because he didn't have his dad, and he was looking at his teammates as brothers, and we can feel that in the movie. That's really the closeness that you talked about with the shoes, the shoe deals and stuff like that. Can you tell us about the fact that a movie was made about that, and you kind of a star in a movie too?
Yeah, I was in 2010, a movie came out called More Than a Game, and it just shows that through basketball, you know, friends can become more than friends, and basketball can become more than basketball. And so it was great for me, just so I can always have this, I can always show my family, I can show my, you know, as a teaching point to show my kids that, you know, you can use anything, you know, math, you know, dancing, whatever you want to do, but you can use that, you know, and create bonds and friendship that can last forever. You know, I still talk to all my guys today, you know, so I reach out all the time, and I try to, you know, just stay in touch as the best I can, you know, because we're all on different schedules. But the movie was important because it documented such an amazing thing that I don't think can ever be done again.
Can we get back to your personal career? You said earlier that you didn't think that you would be able to go this far, and in the first part of the interview, you told us that you kind of stink at the beginning because you weren't even able to make layups. Can you tell us about your journey and playing in different countries? And you're like you may have seen more countries like LeBron actually, because you've been all over the place. Can you tell us about this journey in Europe?
In you know, my European career, I'm well traveled. You know, I've seen a lot of different countries. I've tested a lot of different leagues, and people often ask me why. And I do it because, you know, I'm often considered too small. I can't shoot good enough. I'm not tall. You know, it's always something negative. So I always wanted to go somewhere and prove that I belong, that I can play anywhere with anybody. And so, you know, when I went to, you know, Israel, I wanted to show that I could play on that level. And I went to the Adriatic League, which is one of the toughest, most physical leagues in Europe, and I played well there, and so on and so forth. And so that's the reason why I keep, you know, challenging myself and pushing myself to new goals and new areas, because I just wanted to prove that to myself and others that, you know, I can play with anybody on any level.
You've kind of been the 14 points, 7 rebound guy in every league you played in. Do you expect to do the same in France? What do you think you can bring to the team to level?
I mean, to this team, I bring veteran leadership. You know, we got a lot of young guys. You know, we got a lot of French guys who only played in France. You know, and I played a little bit more places, different styles of coaches. You know, I bring some knowledge about basketball to this team, and I think I'm going to get my 14-7. You know, that's just who I am. I mean, it's just, I mean, maybe go down to 12 and maybe go up to 16, but it's somewhere in between, you know, right around 14-7. That's just what I do no matter where I am. And I have a game that just can kind of gel with any kind of team. You know, I just kind of figure out a way and just fit myself into the team. And just because, you know, like I learned from LeBron, you don't try to stand out, you try to fit in. You know, and so that's the goal, is try to fit in and get your points, you know, within the team system.
Obviously, you just got into Le Mans. You've seen that there are a lot of young kids with high potential. Do you think you can be some kind of a mentor to them? Like
yeah, I definitely can be a mentor to the young guys here in Le Mans, because I've seen a lot. You know, I've played with pros, I played against pros, you know, NBA, excuse me, we're all pros. I played against NBA guys, and you know, and so I've seen that, you know, and I know what it takes, and I know what they need to work on and what they need to get there, and you know, and more than anything, skill, height, whatever, it's your mind, it's your mindset, and if you really lock in and focus, then they'll give you a shot. It's just whether you can stay there or not.
Can you envision you being a glue to the team too? Bring some of the brotherhood DNA that you got with LeBron and stuff?
I think I can bring some glue to this team. I think just because I played throughout Europe, I know how to, you know, kind of talk to European guys and kind of make them feel comfortable and make them feel like it's okay to talk to me. And I'm also, obviously I'm American, so me and my American guys, we're going to be on the same page and we can kind of click with each other. So I want to be that bridge that connects us, because, you know, there's always a constant struggle, European-American struggle on every team. I don't care what people say, it's always a constant divide. You know, you're in their homeland, they speak their language, you speak yours. And so it's always going to be a divide, but I just want to be able to bring, like, the closer these two groups are together, the better your team will be.
This is my final question, and it's going to be a broad question. Can you tell us about Le Mans and the way you came here, the way the volunteers help you set up, and how people are in Le Mans? It's known to be a family atmosphere club. Can you tell us about that?
The reason why I came here, because they were a very good team and they had a chance to win the championship. I had offers for more money other places, but I came here just because I want to win a championship, and so I took less money and came here just because I want to win. And second, they've been very helpful since I've been here. You know, my family's not here, but my fiance and my children are coming soon, and we organized everything, and everything's going pretty smooth so far. So, I mean, I think the team has been very helpful, and off the court, you know, because, you know, I'm here to play basketball, and, you know, plain and simple. And I want my life outside of basketball to be simple. I don't want a lot of stuff. I don't need a lot of drama. I just want simple, you know. So, and that's the team has been helping me kind of, you know, get rid of a lot of nonsense and stuff that I don't need to be worrying about. I just need to, you know, focus on basketball and keep the rest, you know, let them worry about the rest.
Back to your high school mates. For those who play basketball, do you get back together and compare the how many rings everybody has?
No.
Even if it's not the same level of basketball, you're still winners.
No,
so
no, we all talk trash. You know, we all talk trash. You know, that's just the competitive nature of sports. You know, it's just different kind of trash talk. You know, nobody's above being talked trash to. You know, and so, you know, the biggest thing is, though, we get together and we compare notes about basketball. You know, things that we learn, things that can help somebody out, you know, and Drew Joyce, my point guard, he plays in Germany, you know, and he helped me out a lot, you know, throughout my career, and he showed me a lot of different things, and LeBron showed me a lot of different moves I can take. And so we all kind of give to each other and take from each other, and some things that we can actually learn, you know. But trash talking, that's over dinner, you know. During the mornings when workout, we teach each other, and then at dinner we talk trash.
Can we get back to LeBron? And is only viewed in mainstream medias and through commercials, and people don't really get to know him, and we have the chance to have someone who knows him. Can you tell us about the way he interacts with you as a superstar and still being a human?
I mean, LeBron doesn't interact with me as a superstar, because I don't believe I know he's a superstar, but to me he's not. I don't know how to say it, but he's a star, of course. He's one of the biggest stars on the planet, but I can't perceive him as that. I can't talk to him as like, you know, I don't think I've ever called him LeBron, you know, it's Bron, you know, to me. And so it's like, for me, it's the same. You know, he's my friend, he's my brother, you know, he helps me out a lot, you know, and whatever he asks me to do, I do for him and vice versa. So it's just, you know, for me, it's one of my friends. Everybody else just knows it, you know, for me, he's just another one of my friends, and I'm glad he's a friend of mine, you know.
And he acts the same with you too.
Yeah, of course. You know, we're brothers. You know, when I wasn't making any money, you know, he would pay for me to fly to where he was and give me tickets to a game and give me a hotel room and things of this nature. And so, you know, he would help me out when I needed his help off the court and on the court. You know, when I was in college, he would help me pay my bills. You know, this is friends. You know, like, you know, I have a Nike contract right now because of LeBron. And so these are the things that, you know, friends do for each other. I mean, that's just material things. We still talk about children and our children, our significant others and things of that nature. And so we're just friends. I don't know any other way to say it, but he's just a friend of mine, you know.
And back to the main question, who was the best dunker in high school? Obviously, I'm sure it was you, right?
No, you know, he's more flashy than I am. You know, I'm the power dunker. You know, he dunks on people. He goes.
So you were more powerful.
Yeah, I'm more powerful. You know, in the paint. That's why he don't post up. You know, because I was down there. He was scared of me.
That's great stuff.